everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are safe and sound in this pandemic situation. And now I'm Putu Wismayani Pratiwi. I would like to share an information that might have been familiar for you, but I think we need to know more about this information. But before we jump to the information, I would like to show to you a video from Gregory Shampoo. So he is a Singaporean YouTuber. So here is the video. Let's check it out.
Done, right?
Can hall,
Please don't doubt it can be done.
can hall,
Are you sure it can be done?
can me,
Oh my god, it works perfectly!
can sia,
See? It can be done!
can ma.
And he's not even considered old. He's 18 years old this year.
He 18 years old nia.
Alright, so I think you already watched the video from Gregory Shampoo and also Georgia. Actually, this video is a collaboration between both of them. They talk in English, but did you notice the differences of their speaking? Absolutely, they both talk in English, but in a different manner. Georgia talk in a British English, meanwhile Gregory talk in the Singaporean English. But they talk in a different manner. So, what is the difference between Singaporean English, or we can call it Singlish, with the British English, which is the general English or the standard English? So that will be our topic today. So we will see the differences between Singaporean English or Singlish and the standard English, or I call it SE. Before we go further to the differences between Singlish and also standard English, I would like to give a little bit introduction about what is Singlish. So Singaporeans use English as their daily language conversation. It means that in their daily activities, they use English to communicate with the others. Therefore, English Singaporean is called as Singapore Colloquial English, or some people call it as Singlish. Singlish is different with standard English. So, Singaporean Colloquial English or Singlish has modified in terms of grammatical, syntactic, and phonological structure with the general English. And Singaporean English is influenced by the structure of Chinese. Why is it so? Because the majority population in Singapore comes from China. Alright, so I think that's all for the introduction of Singaporean English. And then now we're gonna see the differences between Singaporean English or Singlish and the standard English or general English in 5 points. The first one is from tenses, the second one is from plural marking, the third one is from topic prominence, the fourth one is from discourse marking, and then the last one is from copula deletion. So, without any further ado, let's go to the first differences. So, I have provided an example of Singaporean English and also the general English. So, both of them, can you see both of them? So, in Singaporean English, she cooked fried noodle. Meanwhile, in the general English, she cooks fried noodle. So, in here, the subject of sentence does not change the tense form that is used to make the sentence. So in here, she cooked fried rice. So the third person singular does not affect to the changes of the verb. Meanwhile, in the general English, we need to change the verb if the subject is the third person singular. So we need to put S. Alright, so here I give the second example between Singlish and also general English. So here I have the example. They yesterday go to downtown. Meanwhile, in here I have a general English which said that they went to downtown yesterday. Can you see the differences between both of them? In Singaporean English, the verb that is used to express the past event didn't change from the verb one, or the infinitive verb become the past verb. Meanwhile, in the general English, the verb changed from the present verb into the past verb. That was the difference from the the verb changes between the past event and also the present event. So we can conclude here that the time when the event happened and also the number of subjects that involved in the sentence do not affect to the tense used to form the sentence. Now we're gonna move to the second differences. It's about copula deletion. So copula consists of a linking verb and to be. So here I also provided the example of copula deletion between Singaporean English and also general English. So here the example of copula deletion in the Singlish. Meanwhile here is the example of general English or standard English. In the Singaporean English, the example is this flower so beautiful. Meanwhile, in the general English, the example is these flowers are very beautiful. So in the Singaporean English, there is no to be that complete the sentence. Meanwhile, as that act as the verb. Meanwhile, when we use standard English, we need to put to be to make the sentence has a right structure. The verb copula here, which consists of a linking verb and to be, usually found in the sentence whose composition consists of subject, predicate, and subject attribute. The subject attribute will provide the information about subject. So in the example, this flower so beautiful, there is no verb copula here. It means that the subject attribute is not completed with the to be. Meanwhile, in general English, the verb copula should not be omitted. We have to put it in the sentence so that the sentence become these flowers are very beautiful. So in conclusion, in Singlish, the verb copula, which consists of linking verb and to be, is omitted. Meanwhile, in standard English, we cannot omit the verb copula because the standard English follow the structure of subject, predicate, and subject attribute. The subject attribute here needs a verb that can help to describe the subject. The third differences between Singlish and also general English is about the plural marking. As we know that in the standard English, when we want to talk about something in plural, we need to put the suffix s or es to represent the plural things. Meanwhile, in the Singaporean English, they didn't put any suffix s or es to describe a plural things. So here I provide the example. In Singaporean English, the Singaporean will say she have 3 dogs. Meanwhile, in standard English, it should be she has 3 dogs. In Singaporean English, there is no suffix s after the object that describe the plural things. It only focus on the numerical list, which is 3 here. So it already express the plural things. Meanwhile, when we talk about in the general English, whatever the numerical information is, we need to put a suffix s or es to represent the plural things. So in conclusion, Singaporean English does not affected by the number of items or the plural things. It is focused more on the numerical information such as 1, 2, or 3. Meanwhile, in the Singaporean English, when there is no numerical information, it indicates that the object is singular, or it is only one object. Next, we're gonna move to the fourth differences. It's about topic prominence. What is meant by topic here is the subject or object in the sentence. So the topic here will be the center of discussion. In the Singlish or Singaporean English, the topic will be put in the front of the sentence. Even though it is the object of the sentence, it will be put in the front of the sentence. Meanwhile, in the standard English, when it comes as the object, then we need to put it after the verb. So here I provide the example about the topic prominence between Singlish and also general English. So here in the Singlish, the Singaporean will say, "This bike I buy last week." Meanwhile, when we use standard English, we have to say, "I bought this bike last week." As we can see in the Singaporean English, this bike indicates the topic of the sentence. That's why it should be put in the very beginning of the sentence. Meanwhile, in the standard English, we consider this bike as the object of the sentence and we need to put it after the verb. These rules of the Singaporean English is influenced by the grammatical rules of Chinese words. Now we come to the last difference between Singaporean English and also general English or standard English. So it's about discourse marking. As we know that Singaporean English is influenced by Chinese language. Chinese language use sentence ending particle to mark the different meaning between each sentence. So here I already have listed some sentence ending particles that is usually used in Chinese language, and it is also used by Singaporean when they use English in their daily activity. So here are the list. So here are some particles that often used by Singaporean when they talk English in their daily activities. You also have watched it from the video of Gregory and also Georgia. Georgia said in British English, "It can be done, right?" Meanwhile, Gregory said in Singlish, "Can whore?" Whore here is a sentence ending particle that indicates an attempt to seek a support. So, as the conclusion, we already know some differences between Singaporean English and also standard English. In Singaporean English, the structure of Singaporean English is influenced by Chinese language. It is because the majority population of Singapore comes from China. Therefore, the language also influenced by the structure of Chinese language. I hope it can give you the new information about the differences between Singaporean English and also general English. I think that's all that I can say to you. Thank you and bye bye.